Hey guys, this is Balu from Balu Prem and once again welcome you all back for an exciting tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how we can create this kind of videos in Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin. So hope you guys will find this tutorial useful, but before going to that, if you end up liking this video, please click on that like button to share this content, and if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing my channel and support me. And by the way, if you like short 3D simulation videos, you can check out my second channel, link in the description. So now without any further ado, let's start today's video. So here we are in After Effects. Now let's start this by importing our footage onto this project panel. So for that, right click on this project panel, import, select your file, or else you can directly drag and drop your footage onto this project panel. So now you can select your footage and drop it onto this composition icon here so that it creates a new composition with the footage properties. So here I got this footage which is 24 seconds long. So I want to trim this out. So be on this 10th frame, press N on the keyboard, right click, trim count to work area. So here you can see we got this footage where the camera is not steady. So if you want to place any 3D objects in this kind of footage where the camera is not steady, first we need to track the camera of this footage. So for that, select the footage, come to this window options and enable tracker from here. So being selected this footage, click on this track camera. So it starts analyzing our footage and gives us some tracking points is done. So here you can see our tracking is done when we got some track points here. So first of all, let's check the error, come to this advanced options. So here we got an average error of 0.52 pixels, which is okay. So if you got an error value more than 1 pixels, just click on this detailed analysis option. It will track once again and that may reduce the error value. So for this tutorial purpose, this value is fine. So let me close this one, and first of all, let me change the resolution to quarter. Okay. So now let's select all the track points here, hold left key and simply draw on all these track points here. After that, right click, select this create solid and camera. So it creates a solid here. So here you can see we got that solid. So press S and increase the scaling. And also let me uncheck this link option and let me increase this here like this. Okay. So now if I play this, you can see our track solid is staying in its position and our tracking is looking good. Nice. So now let's add a solid layer for Element 3D. So go to this layer options, new, create a solid, and let me rename this as element, make it of comp size and hit OK. So now come to this effects and presets options. If you're not finding these options here, go to this window and enable effects and presets from here. So here look for element. So element is a third-party plugin from Video Copilot. So select this element and drop it onto this element layer. And now click on this scene setup button. So here you can see we got a new window open to work in Element 3D. So first of all, let's create a ground plane. So create a plane here. So I will add a physical material. So I will add this black glass. Okay. And let me assign this to aux animation channel 1. So this is in group 1 and we have set this plane model to aux channel 1, and let me increase the scaling here a bit. Okay. So first let's adjust the perspective and later we can add the 3D characters along with the animation. So for this is fine, and hit on this OK button. So here we are not able to see the plane. So come to this group 1, come to this create group null and click on this create button. So here we got a group 1 null layer created. So now select this track solid layer, press P on the keyboard for position. Now select this group 1 null, press P once again. So now copy this track solid position values. So select this position, edit, copy. Now come to this group 1 null, select the position and paste the values. So here we got the plane. So now let's increase the scaling. So select this group 1 null, press S and increase the scaling here. You can see we are getting our plane, and let's rotate this. So press R and let's rotate in Y axis. So we need to adjust this manually. So I think this is fine. Okay. So now let's see. So press 0. So here you can see the plane is staying in its position. Nice. So now we can add our 3D characters along with the animation. So first of all, let's make this equal to the screen size. So come to this element, come to the scene setup, click on the scene setup here. So press R on the keyboard, and I think we need to reduce the scaling in Z axis, and let's see this. So still we need to reduce this a bit. Let's increase this here a bit. So here you can see we got this placed onto this mobile screen. So I think this is fine. So now let's import our characters along with the animation here. So here I got these animations from Mixamo and I have converted them into OBJ sequence using Blender. So if you want to know how to get that or how to download and convert them, you can click on the iCard above, or else you can check a link in the description. So here let me import those characters along with the animation. So in order to import OBJ sequence in Element 3D, we should click on this file option, import, and come to this 3D sequence. So normally if you want to import any 3D object, we will click on this import button, right? So in order to import 3D sequence, we need to come to this file options, import, and select this 3D sequence. So here you can see I got this 3D sequence OBJ sequence file. So select this first file and click on this open button, and alignment let it be from bottom because we want our character to be onto this grid, placed onto this grid. After the click OK button, so here we got the character. So now click on this normalize size. So now we can see we got our character here. So now let's see how we can add texture. So if I expand this one, we can see we got these materials with no textures on that. So while downloading it, we need to download DAE format also. We will get textures in that file format. So let's apply materials onto these textures onto this material. So select this body, come to this diffuse, click here. Here we need to select the diffuse file, open. So here we got the colors or textures on the character. Okay, so now select the hair, apply any black color. So apply this plastic matte only. So here you can see we got the textures onto our character. So now right click, aux animation, set it to channel 1. So now let's reduce the scaling. So select the model and let me reduce the scaling to 60, or else let me change it to 75%, and let me place the character here. Let it be here like this. Fine. And also let me rotate this here. So let it be here like this. And now let me import another character. So here we got the character, and scale let me reduce to 75, and now let me rotate this here like this so that this character is facing this female character, and let it be here like this. Fine. Now let's click on this OK button. So here you can see we got our characters onto this mobile screen here. So here we need to add some reflections. So come to the scene setup, select this plane model where we want to add these reflections. So select this plane model, come to this reflect mode and change this mode to mirror surface. So here we will get the reflections. So now select this black gloss material, scroll down and let me increase the intensity. So here increase the intensity to like, I'll change this to 75. So let it be here like this, and let's reduce the glossiness. So reduce the glossiness a bit here. So this much is fine, I think. So now hit OK button. So now you can see we got these reflections on the screen. So here you can see we got the reflections of our characters. So now we can hide out this plane. So come to the scene setup once again, select this glass material. So here we want the reflections, but we don't want to see this plane in the output. So for that, select the material, come to this advanced settings and enable this matte reflection option. So now we will have only the reflections visible. So now again click on this OK button. So now you can see we got only reflections visible here, and here let me hide out this track solid also. So if you want to make these 3D objects blend into this environment, we need to add 3D environment map of this footage. So since I don't have that, I will be using a screenshot of this footage. So let me show you how to add the environment map. So come to this element, scene setup. So click on this environment button. So currently you can see this is the environment, or else you can check the environment by enabling this one. So currently our characters are in this environment. So our footage has got some different environment, right? So in order to make this 3D objects blend into the scene, we need to add the environment of our footage. So since I don't have that, I will be using a screenshot. So click on this environment, click here. So here you can see I have selected the screenshot and OK. And if you want to rotate the environment, hold shift key and scroll the mouse so that we can rotate the environment. So I will place this here like this. OK, and let me uncheck this environment. So now again click on this OK button. So here this makes our 3D objects to blend in scene properly. And let's add some light. So come to this layer options, new, select light, and let it be parallel light, and intensity I will change this to 75%. Okay, so that we got some light here. So in this way we can make this kind of videos in Adobe After Effects using Element 3D plugin easily. So hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. If you learned anything new, please like, share and subscribe my channel to support. So we'll meet in the next video. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye.